As inevitable as Genshin Impact trolling you with fake out quality of life changes or gotcha drama, Wuthering Waves has delivered again. At this point, it isn't very much of a surprise. Wuthering Waves won't leave you hanging for very long. 2.5 wasn't really anything special aside from the story quest that wasn't a 10 out of 10 or anything, but Faloga was a very cool character and is pretty strong overall aside from her echo set being a little cringe to farm. If you're new here, you're probably not used to relevant quality of life changes or events that are actually worth playing. Version 2.6 is right around the corner, and I did not doubt Kuro for 1 second. I would never say anything bad about this masterpiece. Now, I do have some great news for you if you're actually a new player. Aside from the soft relaunch in 2.0, this looks like one of the best versions to start playing Wuthering Waves. We are getting reruns for the best free-to-play DPS in the game and the best general support in the game. Carlotta has great accessible teammates and makes use of one of the best characters in the game that you might already have in Jeje. You also have access to the static mist, the standard 5-star gun, and while it isn't the best, it's definitely one of the better alternatives to a signature weapon. She plays very far away from the enemy, so you don't have to time your dodges. I know a lot of you are in need of a character like that because you can't beat any content. Come on, give me the Kelper. What the fuck? Bro, bro, are you? I'm about to like.
Hello, motherfucker.
Get over here!
Dude, can I last 10 seconds?
What you say to me?
Oh yeah, I'm about to work these dudes out.
What?
I'm about to work these dudes out. Okay. Wait, I'm not doing any damage. All right. Okay. Wait. Okay, I've restarted a couple times. No biggie. Who doesn't though? Who doesn't restart, man? Who doesn't restart? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Finish it!
You gotta be.
Bruh.
Why does this feel harder than last time? Oh, this is a good run here. This is gonna be a good run.
What are you aiming at?
Oh, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Let's go. I'm locked in. Are you serious? I'm still taking damage. Oh, that's a good ult. That's a good ult. That's a good ult, DG. That's a good ult. Doesn't matter. Off element. Doesn't matter. We're getting to work. Oh, this is easy. This is easy. Who's struggling with this? Wait, what? What's going on? Wait, is there 3 of them? What's going on? Is there 3 of them? Maybe I should just try again later. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna try this again later. What am I talking about? Did I mention she had a swimsuit skin too? And Shorekeeper is still an amazing value pool for anyone because she can be thrown into almost any team for sweet crit buffs and healing. Plus, you don't have to force a lot of resources into her if you don't want to. As for the new characters, there's no way that Better Malika is going to be bad, and the foot model is most likely going to be a good teammate for her. But I haven't even mentioned the best part for new players. Usually in other gacha titles, it's hard to make suggestions to make the product better because it usually falls on deaf ears. There's definitely some things that have gotten through, but a lot of the times it's shit that doesn't really matter, like ZZZ updating the UI and it's still mid. At a baseline, the exploration in Wuwa is some of the best you're going to experience in gacha, but after experiencing flight mechanics in the new regions, if you pull for a character like Jeje for your Carlotta, you don't want to sit there and just walk around. Don't get me wrong, the exploration was already great whenever the game came out, but flight is the easiest way to get around and do what you need to do in the most efficient way possible. It feels good to have your time be respected. If you like running out of stamina and trotting around like a snail, I don't blame you. I'm sure there's an audience for that type of gameplay, but Wuwa is becoming extremely convenient to play. When it comes to those regions that you put on the back burner because you didn't feel like farming them coming from Renacida, it'll now be a lot easier to go back and do that now because of how fast you'll be able to get around. Getting materials in the open world will be a lot easier too, and as a new player, you now have another way to speedrun the game if you don't feel like listening to that trash ass story or traveling long distances to get from one checkpoint to another. This is something that's a little overlooked when it comes to playing any game, but for someone like me, quality of life is pretty much the most important thing to me because I hate monotonous tasks that are clearly unnecessary and just there to create headache to get you to swipe. The QOL is very nice, but this upcoming patch will feature a lot of exploration events. For Wuthering Waves being a combat focused game and feeling like you're in an anime when you're fighting, just give us some of these combat events permanently. And don't get petty with me and give us Dreaming Deep. Some people haven't even played one of your best events, Elusive Realm. And don't say I mention it in every WoWa video, because for some reason, they still haven't added the shit. The leisure events can be alright sometimes because they are an easy way to get pulls, but you really don't want this to turn into Honkai Star Rail, where it's just minigame after minigame after minigame after minigame. I'd love to see this ecosystem be utilized because it is one of the most unique things about WoWa. Speaking of the ecosystem, there are 2 new Sonata sets, of course. Wait, one of these new echoes look familiar. Do y'all know who this is? She looks familiar, but I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining shit. First off, we have the Crown of Valor set that is obviously made for Augusta, because literally nobody else can use this from what I understand, because nobody is stacking their shield this many times. She can also put her shield on her teammates like King from ZZZ. And yes, Jianshin has a shield, but she does that little thing and she's not getting very much value out of this set. On the other hand, Law of Harmony looks like a good set, but I'm not exactly sure if Ayuno can use it. It's cool to see echo skills being utilized more within these newer sets, so that's always a welcome thing to note. Wait, 30% heavy attack? Oh, no. Alright, I know I'm gonna get bombarded with comments if I don't mention them.
Oh shit!
Yeah, throw the general a bone when our favorite puppet master has needed a buff since the dawn of time. Is there some favoritism I need to know about when it comes to generals? Gion is still better, by the way. When it comes to the future, I feel for you all that have optimization problems. So as they release more areas and regions, I can appreciate how much larger they get with more detail and liveliness, but let's at least make sure the game can run. I used to play this game on my phone too, and all I'm gonna say is I had to get a new one. Just kidding, not really. At least Kuro is still fairly generous with the pulls. I don't really care about 20 pulls or whatever. It's cool and they are much appreciated. I'm not saying that I don't want them, but it seems like this actually causes a little bit of controversy for some reason whenever this happens. Somebody says, oh, it's not enough, and another will say this is predatory because it's on the second phase. I don't really know if that's the case, I'm just saying. Regardless, you will get an abundance of pulls just from playing normally, especially if you've been slacking on content recently. There's a lot more for you to do than when you left off. So with the new QOL that will make playing this game a lot better, new events, new Sonata sets, great characters, and more, there's a lot to be excited about for this next patch and the future of Wuthering Waves, because at the rate they're going, there's going to be something for you that you enjoy. I'm very excited for the Naruto and Sasuke-esque dynamic between the real Archon and the exotic dancer. They have very good designs, by the way. As for their in-game combat presence, I don't think it was exaggerated enough how good these animations are. I think that the rate WoWa is getting better with these animations is very impressive. Just look at a character like Yinlin's animations and then Augusta's. Now it's time for your gotcha jargon word of the day. Today's word is shill. A person who publicly helps or gives credibility to a person or organization without disclosing that they have a close relationship with said person or organization, or have been paid to do so. Can you think of anyone that this definition matches up with? Please let me know. Thank you for watching this far if you have. Peace.